I think I made a terrible error. Chris Demm was saying that there might be an opening at a fast food restaurant somewhere, and then I started talking about eating chicken. And did you ever even finish that story?
No, I never did finish it.
Did I black out?
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I had to move on.
Oh, you moved. Okay. Do you want to finish?
It's okay.
All right. You'll never know.
I think it ended better the way that it ended.
Oh, I love when this stuff happens. It's the equivalent of the "I'm fine" from the wife.
No, I saw
you.
it.
Do you want to finish? I'm fine. Why don't you just tell me what's wrong? I'm fine. Banging around in the kitchen.
Tell me.
Oh my God.
I'm fine.
I know. That does.
Slamming drawers.
It does happen a lot. Yeah, and as a guy, you just want to know what you did. You know, you just want to say, "Do you want to finish the?"
No. See,
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. You don't even know what you're sorry for.
Right.
Started talking about the damn store across the street, the new store.
Well, I talked about eating half a chicken pie, and then morphed into that, and then he never finished his story about a fast.
it's all about you.
It's my fault. That's my fault.
Somebody's got to keep the show on time.
I know. I apologize. Good news here. Good story out of Australia. A man had a dream. He's from Edwardstown, South Australia. Told officials he had a dream about the lottery, which he never plays. And it laid out in the dream, what numbers to play. So he played them 2 days in a row, and on the second day, he won $3.4 million.
Good God.
The equivalent of American dollars, $3.4 million. And he says would never have played except for the dream. He won it Monday morning. He played Friday and Monday.
People hate people like him.
I thought that was a good story.
People that play every day and they're out there. Just can't stand people like that.
He said, I ducked in to get some groceries, and I thought, let me play those dream numbers again. Just why not? One more time. And he said, I scanned the ticket. The prize amount wouldn't come up. So I thought, well, I must have won something good. I saw them whispering to each other behind the counter. They came back and said, you need to go to the main office. You've won $3.4 million. And he's got it. And he said, I still work. My wife does too, but we'll be able to retire earlier now.
Pay a bill off?
Yeah. Yeah, pay a few bills. $3.4 million. I think that's it. I think that's retirement money. Well, it depends on, if taxes are taken out of it. I don't know if that's after taxes. Yeah, half of it's gone. Lump sum.
Yeah, you'd have to probably keep working.
Probably. Well, I don't know. If
How old is the guy?
It didn't say how old he was. That's the thing. I didn't see in the article how old he is. That's a good
well
question.
into his 60s or 70s, then he'd be
Then he
all
should
right.
retire, yeah. But if he's 40,
Forget
he'll
it.
have to work for a while, yeah. And he says, we will be able to retire early and enjoy life, that kind of life earlier.
Well, all right.
That's nice. Good for him. That's a good story. Do you believe there was, why in the dream, he literally played the numbers from the dream. I wouldn't be able to remember them.
Yeah, I have vivid dreams, but I have a hard time remembering them, even 30 minutes after I wake up.
And sometimes I wake up and I say, remember that.
Yep.
Commit, and then
And it never sticks.
it doesn't stick.
I do know people I had a friend who used to work in the business, and he would keep a dream journal and write those things down.
I think you have to. Otherwise, they are gone. Even if you think to yourself, now, I've got to remember this. And then
he would keep it right by his
I
bed.
know. I cannot tell you.
Why is that? Why can you
I
not
don't
remember
know.
it? I've woken up from a dream and thought about it for a second and then forgotten it.
Yeah. Always.
It's gone by the time you want to put your feet on the floor.
Right. And if you go back to sleep, and it's just gone. I don't know why that
Or
is.
to dream about things you've never really even encountered.
Yeah.
Like I had a dream about Tripper the other night. I never talked to him.
Oh, God. You're lucky.
The night guy?
Yeah. Why would I?
Our night guy.
It was the longest dream.
Oh, yeah. Tripper is a great guy.
Yeah.
He did talk to you for
Yes.
a while. He's a very nice
He
guy.
talked about it.
I had a dream about Chris Demm's former radio partner the other day, but didn't remember I had the dream until later I thought about it. I was like, I had that dream. And then you remember, wait a minute, I had that dream of him. As a guy, I haven't seen him in years and years and years.
Can't make heads or tails of this.
I know.
What did you guys talk about?
Mostly you. I think you had died. Was that your funeral?
Was it a funeral scene?
Yeah, was at your funeral, and we're standing over you. I remember that. And I said, doesn't he look natural? That kind of thing. And he's like, so there's an opening now.
That's the most lifelike I've ever seen him.
On in, I think we did.
Yeah.
We brought him in, and he was like part of the show again.
He's never been funnier.
Right.
He propped him up.
Exactly. Good story. Grocery store in Alaska. Somebody donated a South African Krugerrand to one of the red kettles at the Salvation Army. They are worth roughly $2,000. And according to the Salvation Army lieutenants, This is the second year in a row it's happened in that grocery store in particular. This is the guy.
Are they solid gold?
It must be.
Or mostly
almost
gold?
$2,000.
What did you call it?
A Krugerrand is the South African Krugerrand. It's worth $1,900 and something dollars. And this is the guy who collected it in his kettle.
There's a donor in Wasilla that likes to bless us abundantly. The first year I was here was actually the second year it happened, and I was excited because that's the first time in my 25 years plus of doing Christmas kettles that I've gotten a gold coin.
They don't know who did it.
It's a gold coin.
They have no idea who it was. It just shows up in that kettle.
Happy dog.
It does happen from time to time they do that. I saw a great piece on CBS Sunday Morning the other day about a guy who goes to the poorest areas of the country, like Native American tribes in Oklahoma, and just hands out $100 bills, but keeps a ski mask on so nobody can see who he is. He rushes into restaurants with ski mask. Raises his arms and starts throwing money around. And I thought,
dodging bullets.
Yeah, really.
unbelievable. He's been shot 4 times. Doesn't care. Doesn't care.
You can wear just a mask now. It doesn't have to be a ski mask.
No, he puts a red ski mask on, and he goes in and starts handing out $100. He's very wealthy and wants to give back to like the poorest people in the country.
That's nice.
It's very, very nice, yeah. But again, like I went into a bank once to do a radio piece with a former colleague, and I had to hold up my hands and like make an announcement. And right as I was doing that, I thought, my God, they probably...
What am I doing? Whose idea was this?
I was like handing out T-shirts or something, and I said, "Attention, everybody!" And of course, they push the sign.
Don't panic.
Right, of course. I didn't even think about it before I went.
Guards reaching for weapons.
Of course. Here I am, 18 years old, doing this stuff. Another good story. This is for Chris Demm. Taking Viagra can cut your Alzheimer's risk 89%.
What'd you say?
New study. Taking Viagra cuts your Alzheimer's risk by 70 to 89%, according to the Cleveland Clinic. They are trying to figure out if any drugs already approved by the FDA could help with Alzheimer's, and they're saying Viagra looks promising. Because it opens the blood vessels, I bet, don't you think?
Yeah, but not permanently, right?
No, not permanently. They went through 7 million...
Otherwise, it lasts more than 4 hours.
Well, they went...
I'll take this test. So you take your SAT and you take a Viagra right before you take it.
They're trying to figure it out. They went through 7 million medical records and found that men who were on Viagra were much less likely to develop Alzheimer's over a 6-year period. And they're not sure why. But they were regular takers of Viagra, and they didn't have the same amount of Alzheimer's that other people their age have.
If one is gets a prescription for Viagra, because is it still prescription only, or is it over the counter?
It's prescription only.
It is still prescription?
I bet if it was over the counter, there'd be such a run on it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So if you have a prescription, do you get 30 pills?
I don't know.
Do you get 60?
Kelly?
I had a procedure. I don't know.
They had a magic wand on him.
Yeah, they wanded me twice. And that was fine. I told you that felt pretty good.
But I wonder, how many you are dispensed.
Yeah, I don't know. My guess would be 30. But can you do it like you do other drugs, where you can do a 90-day supply if you want to? Or
But what's a 90-day supply for
what's a 90-day
sex, for
supply?
erections?
You don't take it every day, do you?
Well, you do. I don't.
I don't need it.
You know how long a 90-day supply would last me? My God.
90 years.
Add a 0.
Yeah.
So this is a lifetime supply.
It's a lifetime supply. You get 90 pills. I don't know.
I have no idea
how that is dispensed. But some...
So, that's what I wonder. What does that mean, taking it regularly? What does that mean? You have to define that.
Because Viagra...
Once a week?
Viagra
Maybe?
is, you take it when you're getting ready
It's
to have
as
sex.
needed,
It's
correct?
as needed, yeah. It's as needed.
What's the other one called?
Cialis.
You take that
That's-
when you know you're going to get it. When you know you're going to get it.
Well, I don't know.
Like
Cialis,
you take that before you go out on
Cialis
your
always
date.
says you're ready when the time is right. Viagra just gives you an erection, correct?
Correct.
But Cialis you take before you go have dinner in the movie.
Makes it easier.
Makes it easier to have an arousal.
Then you're good to go.
That's right. That's
easier to be harder.
That's Cialis's
Claim to fame.
claim to fame. And in fact, I've never taken either.
Right.
But
But he's willing to try.
Cialis does seem like, I think that's a pretty good selling point, where it's like, instead of when it's time for
If
game
it
time-
works, it sounds like it's a great idea, but I'm sure it's different for everybody, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you. I know the procedure I had has worked beautifully.
Okay.
Steve, you're talking about Viagra. Go ahead.
Hey guys, P1 from Day One,
Thank you.
local pharmacist. We see a little bit of everything on the Viagra. The original Viagra tablet is now off patent, and now you have all the competitors which are off patent as well. But it's kind of funny. The original brand tablet is now about $50 to $60 per tablet.
Wow.
And you can, yes, it's insane. But the generics are dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So back in the day, 10 years ago, people would come in and you'd see mostly the men, of course, come in and count their pennies out and their dollars, like, give me 2 tablets. And you'd see a lot of them come in every day, literally. Some of them would come in every day, literally. But now you can get the generics, a bottle of 100, bottle of 90 for $50 to $80,
Okay.
and it would last you for a while.
Okay.
And they do have the lower dosages ones that are made to dose every day, so you can keep a steady level there and be ready anytime, but it's a lot lower dosing for daily use.
Interesting.
I think that's what I would go with.
Low dose?
Yeah. Does Cialis work? Because their claim to fame is you just take it and then you're ready when it's game time, right?
Yeah, Cialis has a little bit quicker onset of action compared to Viagra. It's pretty close, but it's like I said, it's actually has what they call a longer half-life at the normal higher doses. It stays in your body for up to 3 days. That was the big selling point for it. But now it's down to a daily dose as well. So either one of the, I think there's 3 on the market now, and so a lot of men now are buying the daily dose and taking it every day.
Will it ever go over the counter?
In my opinion, probably no. You can get it off the internet, but a lot of that they say is contaminated, and so they really don't push that. But there are some side effects you have to be careful, especially people with nitroglycerin and users and things like that. A lot of potential heart issues and stuff. So you got to be real careful. I don't see it over the counter, honestly.
Okay.
Let's keep it under the counter.
I'm glad
Wasn't that the setup to one of the great jokes of the 90s?
Yes.
Can I get it over the counter? Well, if you take 2 or 3.